Hello world, welcome to Kwame Affair Exclusive. Today we are here to update you on the current happenings in the Russia-Ukraine war. I believe last time when we came to you, we gave you some update in terms of the development, where the whole thing started from, where it's heading towards, and the reason why we have to understand the dynamics of this war so that you are not being persuaded by what the West show to the point that you might think that one is either evil than the other. We have to understand the push and pull factors together with the various invisible forces around the war. So today we come in to give you some update on the Russia-Ukraine war, what is happening. I know that G7 Summit has happened. Of course, Zelensky spoke boldly. And then when he was speaking, Russia was actually bombarding Kyiv, right? All right. So first of all, per our last update, let's get into what has happened so far. As I was saying, I knew that there was a summit, maybe the G7 Summit. What was the outcome? What was Ukraine actually demanding? So Ben, let's get some update on that and then subsequent update as well.
All right. Thank you very much. So before the G7, there was the G20, and G20 includes Russia, but Ukraine is not part of the G20. You can check that for yourself. Zelensky made a video call in as part of his concerns. They gave him the platform to speak about like whatever is happening in his country and then the Russia war on his country. Now he was calling the G20 as G19, and that was really something I don't expect. In fact, I didn't expect that from him. Or rather, should I say, that was a disrespect that he showed to the country, no matter what is happening, because I believe that it is his fault that Russia is attacking him. If he had, there was an agreement between Ukraine and Russia some time ago called the Minsk Agreement. A lot of people, either they don't know or they have misinterpreted it. Okay. And the Minsk Agreement was signed by a lot of countries who are helping Ukraine to defeat Russia now. France, Germany are part of it. And as I speak, Ukraine has walked out of the Minsk Agreement and then they are doing whatever they want. In fact, this is one of the reasons why Russia is attacking.
I see. So you're talking about the fact that why will Russia be annoyed for the fact that if Zelensky is talking about G19, which is supposed to be G20, why will they be annoyed?
No, Russia is not annoyed. I am mentioning the fact that it was wrong that he called it G19. He doesn't have the right to do so. Besides, you are not even part of it.
I see. So beyond that, in that summit, what really happened? What was the big takeaway?
Right. So it was, in fact, the main topic for the G20 was on the Russia-Ukraine war. Yeah, so countries were actually deciding on what to do. They were divided between, what to do. Yeah, so like I said, the main development was about the Russia-Ukraine summit. Yeah, so there was a vote. There was a vote to verify if, they can seize Russia's assets and then use it to repair damages that has been caused by the Russians on Ukraine.
And what happened during the vote?
Well, in total, there are about 198 participants. And out of that, in fact, I have to check my numbers very well. I think 93 people, I think 94 voted in favor of the decision that they have to use Russia's foreign reserves and their assets to help build Ukraine. And a significant amount of them refrained from the vote. Some also voted against it, and of course, Russia was part of it. For the lives
of China, Iran, and their votes were clear.
Yeah, of course. Against. Of course.
And some were what, silence?
Yes, some decided to be neutral.
Okay.
And they didn't want to be part of it.
I see. So from here, what then happens? I remember when the summit was going on, Russia was bombarding part of Ukraine. Which part was that?
Yeah, so the northern part of Ukraine was attacked by Russia, and this is what happened. There was a development, a very dangerous one, I should say, dangerous in the part of the president of Ukraine, calling out that the NATO should strike Russia. NATO should strike Russia. Can you imagine? Something that wasn't caused by Russia. So this is what happened. There was a missile that was thrown from the Ukraine side into the Poland region. And then Zelensky, I don't know whether it was a plot to let NATO be part of the war or to just involve NATO in the war fully. So Zelensky all of a sudden just went on air and then advised that Russia should be attacked for it. Meanwhile, after investigation, it was realized that that's not the case. Actually, what happened was some missiles strike some region or some part of Poland and it killed 2 people. And after investigation, it was realized that the missile wasn't from Russia. It wasn't Russia made. After investigation, it was realized that the missile that struck Poland, that killed 2 people, was in fact from Ukraine and not Russia.
So what does that mean? Was it just a propaganda, or he should have actually waited for a proper investigation to be done before he came out?
Of course, he should have done a proper investigation. You don't just conclude. You don't just conclude. And that was a very dangerous game that he is trying to play. That could lead to a third world war, and I think that is what he's looking for. And that is not what a majority of the people on this planet Earth is looking for. World War III.
I see. Now, beyond the Poland issue, what else is happening on the side of Russia? What is happening?
All right. So, during this Poland, Ukraine, Russia thing, all of a sudden we had a drone that struck deep into Russia. In fact, I think it's about 200 or so kilometers inside Russia's place. A drone had struck one of Russia's oil equipment, and until now, no one seems to be talking about it. But this is what is happening now.
All right. So that does it for our latest update on the Russia-Ukraine war. Subscribe to Kwame Offa Exclusive for more on any development that happens in and around the war.